We haven't done any of that yet because we haven't gotten to that point, but that's what the design phase will be when we'll get more into the specific uses of the beds and the facility. An example I can give you is the when this project first started, we were looking at schools, and the design that we showed you today is now on the South Campus property, but when we first did the design, the two facilities were a couple miles apart. Now they're going to be about a block apart. As we look at the design, we'll take into consideration, do we need 2 kitchens, do we need 2 laundries, do we need all these other things, because we've got things closer. And so that's where we'll get into looking at more of those things. So the design phase, we will come back to you with those types of situations and let you know where we're at with those. But that's a very good example. We actually work with an enhanced partnership group that actually has representatives from the schools there.
Any other questions about any information you see with the financing plan, the market, anything at all? Again, we're here to answer any questions you may have. Concerns. Great. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. Any other discussion? Anything else anyone else would like to talk about?
We'll be adjourned.
No, not yet. We will be though. We got to establish our meetings, dates. At one time we was meeting twice a month. And so I don't know, Bonnie, at this time.
The Jail and Juvenile Transition Center Committee has a meeting scheduled for March 14th, next Thursday. And I think what the reason behind that meeting is they're anticipating that Tuesday on March 12th, the county board will move to go forward with the project. Once they meet on the 14th, then there probably will not be a need for a meeting for a little while, because what the motion read is proceed with the project and do 2 RFPs, one for an architect and one for a construction manager. So there's going to be time where we're going to have RFPs out on the street, evaluations and stuff, before that committee is going to come together. So if you want to have another meeting after the 14th and then finding out what the plan is, but we're waiting on the county board to find out what our next plan is. So we could set one tonight, or we could wait and wait until after Tuesday. And if there is, if we move forward with this project, we can meet again and let you know what the next steps are. But I think there's going to be a window of time coming up where staff is going to be doing a lot of stuff, and there really isn't going to be a lot of discussion, because we're going to have to go through the evaluation of requests for proposals and start moving. And then once we award those contracts, then we'll all start up again, and things will start happening, and information will start flowing in. There won't be information for a while.
So are you saying that we probably should maybe meet once a month, or just wait?
If you want to do once a month and then see how, if, maybe a month from now you could have a meeting, just see where we're at. We can update you on the RFPs and stuff, and you're going to read in the paper next Tuesday what happens in regards to the county board. And that might be a good sense, and then maybe at that next meeting we can tell you, you know what, maybe you can take a little hiatus for about 30 days or so before we start up again.
So is the group willing to maybe wait till next month, have another meeting next month, and maybe she'll have some information to give us? I just don't want to meet and we don't have any information. So I think that would, if you're agreeable, we can meet once a month. We'll meet again next month. And then she can give us an update of what we're going to, like she said, we're going to read it in the paper anyway. So
Well, you can set the meeting, and if it's not going to be productive, you can just cancel it.
Right.
Call it off.
Yeah.
So you want another meeting this month or
No,
next month?
I don't.
Okay.
Yeah,
We'll
a month
do
from now.
Yeah, we're doing another meeting next month.
Is this the first?
This first Tuesday. Yeah.
So you want to do the first Tuesday in April? Is Tuesday okay for everybody?
Spring break for the kids, I don't know if people are leaving town. A lot of the kiddos.
We'll do
Good
the
for me.
first Tuesday and then we'll, if things change, we'll let you know. But I think that we'll be able to update you on where we're at with the process.
First Tuesday in April, that'd be April 2nd.
Sounds good.
And Lynn, she will be sort of,
Yeah.
5:30 in this room?
excuse me?
5:30 this room?
Yes, we'll
Yes.
be in this room. Will the doors be open?
I have a call into facilities, I will check with her tomorrow to see if we were supposed to have all the doors open and not just the one.
We'll have all the doors open. We'll
Yeah.
have all the doors open
Okay.
to this building that night.
Okay,
We'll-
thanks.
I'll tell facilities that.
Oh, that'll help, thanks, Bonnie.
Yeah.
That'll help. So the next meeting will be April
Second.
2nd, and Lynn will be sending emails out and letting you know. Is there any other discussion?
I've got a quick question for
Okay.
Jeff. Ottawa County Jail, how many inmates can you hold there?
Including booking, it's a little over like 405.
Okay, and how many guards do you have there?
On duty at one time, between 12 and 14.
Okay, so that's like, how many total would that be, like about 40, 45
We've got,
guards?
I'm a part-timer, and there's 9 of us. And I believe there's 50-some full-timers.
50-some full-timers,
Yeah.
so 50 full-time, 9 part-time, and then you got a capacity.
Then you got our sergeants and lieutenants.
And you got a capacity there, 400 to 405?
It's about 405, it could be a little bit more than that. 'Cause that's also including the booking and receiving area.
Okay, the whole jail, huh?
Yeah, the whole jail, yeah, that's not including the juvenile side though.
Okay.
The juvenile's on the very end, and they're completely separate from us, except for the
You
kitchen.
have what's called a modern jail.
Yeah, it's a lot like Kalamazoo, just Kalamazoo's just a little bit newer. Ours was built, I think it was about 10 or 15 years ago.
And out of the 405, you said 2 pods of it aren't even used?
Yeah, 2 pods aren't used currently, and we don't turn anybody away. I mean, if they, have a sentence, as we're not overcrowded, we keep them. But yeah, for probably about 9 months out of the year, yeah, the 2 pods aren't used. And then, Kent County had their issue with their tower that fell down.
Yep.
So we got a lot of their inmates, and then we do get a lot from Barry, and Muskegon.
What's the capacity of the 2 pods that aren't used?
64 total, 30, I think it's 32 each.
Thanks, appreciate that.
Okay, I want to thank you for the presentation. And as always, it's good.
It's always good to see you.
Yes. And I need a motion for adjournment.
So moved.
I need a second.
I'll second.
Okay. It's been moved and second that we officially adjourn at